Alright guys, so today, one of the most important things in the history of Genshin Impact has been released. And I'm talking about the Imaginarium theater. Maybe you already heard about it, but let's see it together. So this mod is another endgame mod for Genshin. The company, Hoyoverse, released the idea of never doing more endgame content for the game because they wanted to keep it casual and accessible, but still, this is new endgame and it's pretty challenging, so let's see how it's organized. So basically, you are limited in the pool of characters you can use for this challenge based on the current challenge. This time, we have Pyro, Electro, and Anemo, and you can use those characters only. Also, you can lend characters of that element, as you can see. You slot them into these selected supporting cast characters, and other players can use them. We'll see it later. So, I completed a normal challenge with my characters, one supporting cast, which is my friends. So I expected the supporting cast to be more characters, but you can use for each run, you can use only one of those, so it's not that impactful. Still, it's interesting that they did support using friends characters so that you can even, finally you can interact with your friends, use their builds. I think it's very fun. Like, if I have a Constellation 6, Refinement 5 character, and I want someone to use that OP character, I can for a couple stages. Then you have trial characters. That is also extremely fun. I like it very much. I think the idea is awesome. You can use characters you don't have. They are fully built. They are not OP, but they are fully built. And you can try the skills and use them in an environment in which you are actually progressing through a challenge. They carry you pretty badly. Arlecchino and Chlorine actually helped me so much. I can't tell the same thing about Scaramouche, but anyways. Kuki Shinobu is also very strong. So yeah, Faruzan I never used, the Hatsune Miku of Genshin Impact, so they are very useful. So, what do you do to prepare? You need to choose among 3 difficulty levels: easy mode, normal, and hard. As you can see here on the top right, easy only has 3 stages, normal has 6, and hard has 8. This is based on each node gives you a reward if you overcome a specific challenge. You have an extra challenge that you need to achieve to get 1 star. So for each star you get those rewards you can see on the screen. And that's not nothing. I mean, they are quite a bit. It's basically an extra abyss. I love it. Plus, so basically for the first tier, you have 220 gems. The second tier, the same. And the third tier is 180 gems. Plus some other rewards. I think Mora can be also useful. This is kinda random, but it can come in handy. Toy Medal are things that you can use for poses on characters. That's a completely new mechanics. You get 1 per each difficulty tier. And this is just artifacts experience that comes in handy, of course. So, I was talking about tiers because normal has 3, easy has 3, normal has 6, and hard adds 2. So you can get all the challenges only if you do hard. So what's the difference between easy, normal, and hard? You have more challenges, as you can see, but also you are forced to have a certain number of built characters. For easy, you need 10 characters to level 60 of the pool the challenge has. For normal mode, you need 14, still level 60, and for hard mode, you need 18 to level 70. I think I have 18, but they are not level 70 because I need to build them. And then, what does it mean? So, you can click here, see the characters you have built, and as you can see, I don't have other level 70 plus characters of this pool besides those. The other thing you need to remember is that you need equipment on those characters, you need the gear. So, For instance, characters I don't use, like Faruzan, now could come in handy. She is buffed for the challenge because it's a feature character. But I of course need all the artifacts, and I need them duplicated because if I have the artifacts on my Venti, they are blocked, they are locked there for Venti, so I need another set. This changes a lot. We need multiple gear artifacts and we need multiple build characters, even if they are not meta, even if they don't, even if they are not part of the 2 teams we usually use for the Abyss. This is a great improvement from my point of view. It makes the game a little bit more pay to win, we can say. But let's talk about it. You lose on a couple of wishes if you don't have the characters. That's true, but there was no endgame anyways before, so that's an extra. Also, it gives you a reason to build characters you weren't even thinking about. And another thing I think is that building characters that are not meta, like they don't have super optimized gear, but they are still decently built, wasn't something you wanted to do before this, but it's something you definitely want to do now, because if you have a decent character, it still fills the slot, can help you with completion and whatever. There are also debut performance gift. That's a lot of gifts. As you can see, I got 6 for 800 gems. And you can get for her, you can get 300 more. Plus fragile resin. So it's a nice boost. It comes only once, but it's a nice boost you can have. You definitely want to play it. So how does the challenge work? I will show you very fast. I will choose normal mode just to be ready. I go to challenge. I will ignore everything else. So just keep in mind that you can, when you slot characters, you can go to equipment configuration. You can equip them from your party setup. As you can see, my Venti still needs artifacts. I can use those, for instance. But yeah, you equip the artifacts and then they are locked. So you won't switch artifacts while you do the challenge. You can also do auto select. So you just like unslot them, alright? You do auto select, you have the characters, which are probably the best you can get. The game, as you can see, it's not picking Venti because it doesn't have the gear. He's going to get Sucrose, who is a lower level but has a gear. So yeah, tries to get the best stats. I think it's very useful. So we can auto select. Then you invite a supporting cast. You look at your friend list. My friend list is empty because I just got back to Genshin Impact, and I forgot about many people I met, so I just cleared it, and I will be rebuilding it. See the friends that are playing the game now. I have no idea. You pick one single character you like from the pool of your friends. So you don't need many friends. You just pick one. Then you go to challenge. Actually, let me pick another because I am afraid. What's happening? Auto select. You can see the details of the characters of your friends. So you can check their build, their weapon, equipment. That's also a good way to showcase your character now, because you have a larger showcase, which is also extra. Keep it in mind. You go to challenge, you start, and this is what you get. You can basically, it's a roguelite where you can get, when you get a battle, you progress on the act. If you ignore the battles, you are having special effects. Wondrous Boon give you basically a buff. You can choose one of 3 buffs. Companion Select is based on an element, and it picks from the pool you have in your selected party, and you unlock it for the challenges, because you're going to start with the feature characters, and that's it. So let's say I take this. I spend some roses, which is your resource for this mod. Then you pick a buff. You can choose between brief description or long description, and then you have another event. You need to pick a battle to progress, and you can pick hard battles, have more roses to spend during the roguelite where you're just preparing, or choosing a normal battle, you have less. Keep in mind that Elite Assault is very hard, even harder than the bosses. You can reroll them so that you have other slots or other battles. And you can also get random rewards. There are 3 types of events. There are also mystery caches that we couldn't find. It's the 3rd option here, that give you a random thing that can be positive or negative, and it's usually meta. So basically changes the rate of the little events, little cards you find in the roguelite. They can be useful, especially at the beginning of the game, so you can reroll, look for the caches. I never find them at the beginning though, I don't know why. Then you jump into a battle. You have 3 objectives. The first is just winning. The second is having a bonus challenge that gives you more roses to spend, but the important one is the start challenge. The start challenge is the hardest of the 3, and usually you need to complete the challenge in the shortest amount possible. So you accept the battle, and you find yourself in the Imaginarium Theater stage with your main character. Ignore him, he's not going to fight if you don't choose him. And then you get here, you can use the trial character. I will use the strongest I have, in the right order though. I prefer using supports first, DPS leader. And they use 1 stack of Vigor. As you can see, they have 2, which means they can fight only twice during the entire challenge. Use the strong characters in hard battles, and the weak characters you have in your roster for the battles you don't need to do much. We are using the strong ones here just for fun. You have sub-challenges here. I need to defeat enemies with normal attacks, so maybe I can normal attack them. Possibly with Arlecchino. Okay, as you can see, I complete the challenge.
Everlasting as the moon.
Then you can use those wonderful trial characters to basically complete the challenges, which is great because they help a lot with normal, and I think normal can be achieved with weak characters of yours, just a couple built ones, and be carried by the trial characters. That said, the challenges are not too easy, especially the elite ones, so there's a lot to do, to achieve, which is good. I mean, at the very least they are not automatic. You need to be pretty good at the game. It's still endgame like. It's not just random event. It's going to stay, it will be hard. Plus, the other thing I really like about this is that you need to know about characters you don't even have. So you need to have a very wide experience with the game. If you complete the challenge in time, you get the star. As you can see, the little flower here. If you can't, as I wasn't while I was talking, you get a fail, and you can restart anytime you want to do that. For this showcase, we don't need to. Then you get a reward. Basically, usually you get a character that gets added to your roster. They will have 2 Vigor to be used. You get kicked for some reason every time you complete one. As you can see, now my first star is done here. I can't go back because I didn't complete the special flower. So keep in mind, you definitely want to win the flower for each stage to get rewards, to get the good rewards. Okay, so that's it. Then you just go here, get new buffs, and you can get as much as you want, given that you have the roses, okay? Choose normal battles if you don't feel like doing a very hard challenge. As you can see, I couldn't complete things change, but the special flower is usually based on time. Extra roses can come in handy. And yeah, you need to focus, you need to create teams that are effective with one another. So, for instance, if I want electro particles, I want to choose those two, maybe. If I want animal particles, I can... Basically, I need to think about the team every time. And the teams you need to build change every time you do that. So, it's very, very fun. Trust me, it's my favorite mode for now. It's better than the Abyss because you need to think more about the builds, about saving strong characters, while not having, like, also the enemies are not that bulky. Maybe on hard they are more bulky, but it's more like think about teams, characters, builds, buffs. Stop hitting me. Be good at the game. I am not. I'm just here to explain. I don't even know much about those characters, which is why I think coming back to Genshin will be very fun. Because now I am bad, plus I need to learn a lot of teams, and I have fun using characters I don't have. This is not a trial, like a trial character and that's it. It's a character I'm using, learning new things, having the experience of having the character for a while, without having the money to do that sometimes, right? You can have characters you don't have the money to spend on. Well, of course, you kinda end up wanting the character too, so that's their aim. But it comes very, very fun. This time I complete the challenge, as you can see. I got a little flower, and in that case I click on next. Keep in mind though that if you complete the challenge with strong characters, you won't be able to use them anymore if you did it twice. So keep a strong DPS for boss challenges, keeping in mind you have 2 forced bosses on normal, 1 on easy, and 3 on hard. And that's everything I wanted to say about Imaginarium Theater. There are a few nice things. You have guests in this room.
I know that many of the younger generation see me as a sort of legendary figure. Why, my stories and my accomplishments can even be found in Kosharawar textbooks.
That talk to you, like in
It does seem that people
Sarel.
aren't quite used to having a legend living among them. No one takes my courses
And they are
or pays
based on your
attention to
teams.
my research. Even securing
the future
research funding
characters, I don't
can be
know.
a struggle.
I think your teams.
If I were lucky enough to have one of my predecessors here in the flesh, I'd be waiting
It's a nice
on her
addition,
hand and
right?
foot,
It feels
serving her
the room
tea,
feels
massaging
more
her
lively.
shoulders,
There's
asking her all
Scaramouche there,
sorts
by
of
the way.
questions.
Okay, so, and then you can also change the music of this place. If you don't like the magical witch thingy, you go here near Wolfie on this magical sphere here, and you choose your favorite music, and you can chill in this room. This is not a multiplayer room, but it's a nice place to spend time, talk with characters, and complete the end game. They wanted to make it good. Like the Abyss only has the portal and that's it. This is a wider environment. You talk with characters you have in your team. Chlorine, they're here. And they feel very much... It's more immersive. I liked it much. I think that's everything we need to know about the Imaginarium Theater. But just for the introduction of it. I think each season can have kind of a guide that help you use the feature characters and your own, and they can suggest the characters you can slot in the teams while walking on the tables. I will ask Genshin expert players for that, because I am just the Adventure Horizon manager and just a speaker for this. But I, of course, I was kind of a day one Genshin player, but I don't have the knowledge of all the characters at the moment. So get the help from expert players, try to guide you through each season, at the very least to complete normal. That seems approachable by mid-time players. Or if you can't, you can always let me quit this challenge. So if you want to quit the challenge, you click on the Wolfie here, and performance and challenge. You can do challenges anytime you want. You return to the lobby, you need to open the book again. Keep in mind, easy is 10 characters, so you can get there. Not immediately with a new account, but you can get there easily. And I think, honestly, getting more than one wish for free, plus Mora, plus material, is fun. It's better than nothing. And if you are not a new player, you can do normal very easily. I did without even thinking much while I was testing the Imaginarium Theater. I could also upload my runs, just to talk about them. I will think about it. I am not an expert player, so maybe they can be useful for players that are not experts. Also, you have the ability to buy poses for the characters. I will show you. If you talk with Wolfie, you say, I'd like to learn some thespian tricks. It brings you to the place where you can choose new poses for the character screens. This one is very good. And you have Changyun with the popsicle here too. You can get 1 on if you complete easy, 2 if you complete normal, and 3 if you complete hard. Personally, I think I will get this one and this one. This is also very cute. Okay, I covered everything I found out about Imaginarium Theater. I hope you enjoyed. I will make shorter guides on my blog, so that you can just find everything you need to know. And I will do guides, like I'm used to, on Figma, to help you understand how to build teams. Because now, finally, building teams is relevant for this game. Especially because you don't have... you have different kinds of roster every season. So have fun with the Imaginarium Theater. It motivated me to go back into Genshin more seriously and make much more content. I think it's very fun. Have a nice day. This is your Nero Atlas, now manager of the Adventure Horizon Guild. I hope you will join soon. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if the information is useful. Subscribe to the channel if you want more information. Ask me anything in the comment if I can help. So have a nice day. I am signing out.